What's up, Supreme Team, and welcome to the channel. Y'all, we are talking about Miss Phaedra Parks, okay? And her ex-husband, Apollo, and his new wife, Shereen, okay? Has Shereen lost her damn mind is really the question. There has been a lot of talk about these exes, trying to show up on these reality TV shows with their new partners, be it their girlfriend or their wife. There's been a lot of talk about Martell and his girlfriend, or whatever she is to him, trying to come through on Married to Medicine to go against Melody. Most recently, there's been Sonny and Moses showing up and, whatever they got going on with Destiny. And now Apollo and Shereen are trying to show up on this new show, Married to Medicine, with Phaedra. This would be their second time trying to ambush Phaedra, by the way. But Phaedra pulled the rug from up under him, and I'm going to tell y'all exactly what she did. She also gave the producers over there at Married to Medicine and her former castmate, it sounds like, her tail to kiss. So I'm going to tell y'all all about it. But before we get started, y'all already know what to do. Go ahead and share this video, please and thank you. Then hit the like button, because that is how others find me, right here on YouTube. I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. All right, you guys, and this discussion is about news, current events, reality TV, pop culture. It's for entertainment purposes only, and all comments are opinion and alleged, all right? So let's get into it. Now, let's talk about Apollo and Shereen, because I know that they thought that they, had pulled a fast one on Phaedra. I'm just going to put it out there. They thought they pulled a fast one on Phaedra, but not fast enough, okay? Apollo and Shereen attempted to ambush Phaedra for a second time. That's right, a second time, by showing up to a show, a reality show that she was on, okay? If y'all don't remember, Shereen, after Apollo went to prison, showed up on RHOA. Phaedra was into it with Candy and Todd, but mostly Todd. And then her friendship with Candy became collateral damage, right? But Phaedra and Todd were not getting along. Todd was real cool with Apollo, and Candy ended up getting really hurt and upset because Phaedra seemed to form an alliance with Nene. And at the time, Candy and Nene were arch enemies, right? So Candy and Phaedra have this sit down where Candy was pissed. She was like talking through her teeth and said, "You formed a friendship with Nene?" Of all the people on the show, she was like, "How dare you? And you've been telling my business to Nene." At least that's what she thought. And Phaedra was like, "Well, she was the only one that was there for me, not you." Well, long story short, it didn't fly. Todd and Peter, because y'all know Peter was a behind the scene producer for the men, right? Always trying to get the men more camera time. And they decided to be messy and bring Shereen on the show. Phaedra was not a part of this scene, but Todd walked Shereen into a room with the rest of the ladies on the cast. I know Sheree was there, and Kenya, and a few others. And that's where Shereen says that she is Apollo's fiance. And the real gotcha is that Apollo and Phaedra were not divorced yet. So it got really ugly. Then online, Shereen was trying to cause all kind of drama. She said some stuff like calling Phaedra out her name, called her the B word, told her to go sit her ass down somewhere and some other things. And Phaedra didn't give her what she wanted. She said, I don't know that woman. Okay. She pulled a Mariah Carey. She said, I don't know what that woman, and I'm not arguing with the wall. Okay. You howl at the moon all you want to, baby, but you will get nothing from me. All right. So I just want y'all to know that this actually had already happened. And in fact, when Shereen had, or after Shereen had come onto the show, that is when Phaedra tried to get her get back with that rumor or lie about Candy, Todd, and Portia. The whole dungeon story came out of that, y'all. So for people who do not know or don't remember, that is when Phaedra tried to get her back. Long story short, Apollo came on as a guest of Dr. Heavenly, and I guess in the season finale of Married to Medicine. Now, how did these two meet? Apollo and Dr. Heavenly. A couple of months ago, Dr. Heavenly brought Apollo onto her YouTube channel and interviewed him. And she said something like, she had never seen Phaedra as shook as when Apollo was on stage at Married to Medicine, sitting behind Phaedra. Phaedra brought him on and said, since he's the talk, I brought him on, right? But I guess Heavenly wanted to do one better and said, well, I'm going to bring him on the show. He wants to be on the show. If y'all don't remember, she invited him on practically on that YouTube channel. She was like, you are good TV. We want to see you back. Apollo was blushing and excited. Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping, and all this other stuff. And she was doing all of this right in front of Phaedra's face. And Phaedra said, well, I got one for you. Apparently, Apollo did show up on the show, according to Matt Beefs, who said allegedly Phaedra quit Married to Medicine because Dr. Heavenly invited Apollo and his wife to a cast trip. Phaedra had a huge argument with a lot of people and left the trip and the rest of the show's filming. So she was done for everything. She did not film the finale. And this is what the rumor is. Now let's listen to a little what Dr. Heavenly had to say.
It's a lie that Todd set up for the bullshit. I'm going to tell you that's a lie. Part of it's true, but it's a mixture of lies and truth. And I can't but y'all got to watch Married to Medicine. If y'all know what I'm saying, some people lie. And some people put lies in the street. But I can't say nothing right now.
So her saying that some people lie and some people put lies in the street. She's talking about Phaedra. She's saying that Phaedra started this whole rumor, but some of it's true, some of it's not true. Well, which part isn't true? Because either you invited that man on the show or you didn't, okay? But she is definitely calling Phaedra the liar. And in fact, Heavenly called Phaedra a liar in Phaedra's introductory scene for last season. So in season 9, in season 10, when Phaedra comes on the show, in confessional, Heavenly said, Phaedra's a damn liar and the truth ain't in her. I don't know if y'all remember that or not, but she sure did. And she's been calling Phaedra a liar ever since. So my guess is Phaedra and Heavenly have been bumping heads real bad, y'all. And Phaedra said, F all y'all. She basically quit the show is what they're saying. Quit the show. And she has accepted the peach. She has accepted her peach back over at Married to Medicine. And if y'all aren't aware, okay, Candy in I think maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago said she's never coming back. She's never coming back to RHOA. So once she found out that Phaedra was in negotiations over there, she definitely said she's not coming back. And I guess she feels a little bit betrayed. Okay. All right. Now let's continue because I told y'all that Phaedra pulled the rug from up under Apollo. How did she do it? All right, here you go. I don't know if y'all recognize, let me put this picture back up, put Apollo and his wife back up. So this story It says it was published July 25th, exclusive details from page 6. It says RHOA alum Phaedra Parks, her ex Apollo, was arrested and charged with family violence battery over alleged scuffle, in quotes, with wife. Now, I don't know if y'all remember, but this is an old story. So what do you mean exclusive details? This story came out back in March of this year, 2024. I reported on it, and I remember when this story came out a couple of days ago, I went, again, what is going on over there with Apollo and his wife? But this came out back in March. Y'all can see it right here, back in March. This is a part of the article. It says that Shereen, which is Apollo's wife, called the police on Nida. Shereen told authorities that she had come home from a bar when they started having an argument about how they were cheating on each other. And when the cops got there, they ended up arresting Apollo. Shereen told them that Apollo pushed her against the refrigerator and pinned her there. And so that's considered DV. And then he was carted off. He went to the pokey. Now, the new details that is in page 6 article basically says that they went to see what happened with the case. We know that he was arrested. We know that he had a court case, but there's no details about the case. We don't know if he was pled guilty or if he was charged with anything. And it's weird that this would come out so many months later and literally go viral. So these two showing up on Married to Medicine during a time when Bravo is under a lot of heat about DV, about RP, about all this other stuff. And then they bring on Apollo and his girlfriend, or his wife, excuse me. And what's the best way to kill this scene so that Apollo is not on it and we don't get to see Phaedra on it either, other than putting out this old story and making it news. Whatever Apollo and his wife did, however much money they paid their lawyers to get rid of that story, Phaedra said, not on my watch, okay? Play with your mama, don't play with me. We are putting the story back out here in these streets so that they can go on ahead and kill this scene that y'all have on the show. All right? Just so y'all know. And also, I want to say, Dr. Heavenly allegedly was cooked in this upcoming season. Season 11, it looks like it's going to be the most divided season of any season. So everybody is at odds with each other. I definitely know that Dr. Heavenly and Phaedra are at odds with each other. And Dr. Heavenly said that she has been cooked on several scenes. Okay. Now let's look at this cast trip, y'all. Come on. Let's look at this cast trip. So here's the picture. Y'all know that Married to Medicine does a cast trip every season where the couples talk about what they're going to improve moving forward. And they also discuss the friendships. Okay. And this is all of the people that were there. All right. Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Damon, of course, got a prominent seat. Maybe it was their trip. There's Dr. Jackie. You can barely see her face. It's blurry, but that's definitely Dr. Jackie. You can only see Eugene's head and Toya's head, but that's them, child. Okay. Who else is there? This is a new couple that is a part of Married to Medicine right now. Her name is Mimi. She's a psychiatrist. And then Steve, who is a former wide receiver for the Browns. Now, you can barely see this, but on the left, you can kind of see the face of Dr. Contessa and her husband, Scott. They are back. And then, of course, Quad and her new man, child, they're there. And then last, we have Cecil and Simone. All right. Now, who wasn't on the cast trip? No surprise, Curtis. Phaedra isn't there. We just talked about why. For whatever reason, Sweet Tea and Dr. Gregory aren't in the scene. Child, so did they leave too? Now, Quad and her man are there, but Dr. Gregory and Sweet Tea are not there. And then last but not least, these two, it looked like they didn't return. And this is Dr. Alicia and Dr. Kima did not return to the show. So y'all, whew, they're not playing with Married to Medicine in the upcoming season. But again, I think that Phaedra killed that scene with Apollo and his wife, Shereen. She didn't mind bringing her ex-husband on the show for that reunion, but she said, your wife is not welcome on any space that she's on. And I don't blame her. But y'all talk to me in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Again, I told y'all at the beginning, we know that this happens quite a bit. The people are trying to come back and play out the exes. We are seeing it right now with Moses and Sonny. A lot of people are talking about how Martell is trying to bring on his girlfriend. And then you got to be smarter than that. Are you going to play checkers or are you going to play chess? Phaedra played chess when she said, not on my watch, okay? We'll see what happens next, y'all, but talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about all of it. All right, make sure you are following me on all my platforms at DYANAROZAY. Share the video, hit the like button. I will talk to you all on the next one. Bye-bye.